Hello, good morning. My name is Thiago Lencar. I'm from Brazil, and I am the PES Day Chair 2018 and PES Young Professional Coordinator from Region 1 to 10. Today, I will give a special talk to IEEE PES Day from Pakistan, and I give a talk about a global opportunity for your project, dreams, and growth in the job market. This I will talk about 18 opportunity in the IEEE and PES, and I will start with some question for everyone. And it's really a good opportunity to talk with three student branch from Pakistan today, and I would like to ask for you think in your university about these questions. The first question is, what is your dream? Some people have a dream to have a good job, get a scholarship, travel abroad, or make a great projects. The dreams of the people depends of the background, what the people would like to do in the future, and different people have different dreams. The second question is, what position do you want to get in the job market? Maybe now you are a student, and in the future you you'd like to open your own company or work in the university like a professor or teacher, or maybe you'd like to work in the industry. And like I said before, different people have different uh, likes and have different dreams to the future and future job too. The third question is, what do you want? Maybe now you are in the Pakistan, or maybe you can watch this video in the YouTube and you are in the Peru or in the USA, and in maybe the future you want to move for the other country or get scholarship in the other country. Maybe you are in the Pakistan and you like to work in German or in Brazil or in the USA. And one point that is really important to get a good job is a great background, great knowledge, technical knowledge, and amazing network. And I will talk about these points in the next slides. The next question is, do you want to work or study in each country? Maybe do you want work in other country or study, for example, in Australia, or get scholarship to study your master or PhD degree in the USA or in other countries too. And sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes the people think that it's difficult to get a scholarship or get a support to travel for one congress or travel to another country. Some people think that it's difficult because don't know all the opportunity that have around the university with the IEEE, with PES, and other societies too. Do you have a project to help your region? Maybe you have a dream to impact and make a better world for the future, or bring more power to the future. And sometimes you don't have opportunity to get financial support to implement your project, or for example, you don't have you don't know how to uh, uh, more people with technical knowledge to implement your project. Maybe you have a dream to create a project with solar power. Maybe you can implement one solar power system for your university or for uh, for places that don't have access with light. But we have many opportunities to support the dream of the people with IEEE and PES. But maybe you don't know, but now you start to know about amazing opportunities with IEEE and PES. And in all of these questions, the answer is IEEE can help you, and PES can help you too. This is maybe many people ask, why are you joined to IEEE, or why are you joined to PES? I cannot see the advantage for pay $25 to get a membership, but I believe that the people didn't see many advances because the people don't know about all the opportunities that IEEE support for students and professionals. And my goal today is show all, not all, but almost all opportunities and to you achieve your dreams in your career, in your scholarship opportunity, and travel abroad and increase your curriculum. But you can ask me how the IEEE can help me achieve my dreams, study abroad, make a new project, and get amazing position in the labor market. And today I will show for you. The first point is the networking. The IEEE have more than 400,000 members around the world, and PES have more than 250 professional chapters and more than 300 PES student chapters. One chapter is one PES division in the university or in your section. And I know that I'm talking now with 3 student branches from Pakistan, and only one have one PES student chapters. And I believe that after this presentation, you can see many opportunities to PES student members, and maybe in the future you can open a new chapter in your student branch, because I really want to see and more students with amazing support from PES. But you need to give it your first step. And the first step is get your free PES student membership. I show the promotional code for you. And later, maybe you can open your new student chapters. The first point is, I'll talk about PES network without borders. Many people can ask, how I can use the IEEE network? I know that they have many IEEE members and PES members around the world, but I cannot talk and I cannot make projects with different people from different countries. I know only people from my countries. And this is the PES Network Without Borders is one initiative that started in 2014 in the first PES Student Congress at Ankara, Turkey. In this Congress, attends more or less 45 PES students from more or less 19, 20 countries. And in 3 days, we have the amazing opportunity to work without borders, with PES student members from different parts of the world, and you start to make the world smaller with PES society. This project has some goals, and I show the goals for you. And the motivation is difficult to manage IEEE activities in section with large territory. For example, in Pakistan, in Brazil, and you have many IEEE section with large territory. That's really difficult to manage and motivate and create a new project together with our student brands. And today, we hold on one activity with 3 student brands. This is the same idea of a PES network without border. The idea is make projects not only with your university, not only with your IEEE student brands or your PES student chapters. The idea is make projects with your friends in your country, and maybe with PES friends from different parts of the world. And the goals of the PES network without borders: connect members to create projects together, connect PES student chapters, PES professional chapters, women in power, and PES young professional in the same project. I believe that when you connect different people with different ages and different backgrounds, amazing opportunities can be created, because you can make an amazing brainstorm and you can start an amazing project. For example, I'm talking about the PES Day today, and the PES Day idea started with one group, one PES network without border group. One day we talked about some ideas and make some brainstorming, and you have one previous activities from student brands that make small activities with power and energy day, and you make a brainstorming to create a PES global day. And this is one idea of the project that starts with a PES network without borders. The advanced: prepare students to become good engineers in international environments. Members prepare students to become active young professional. After you finish your university, maybe you can feeling like alone because you don't have more colleagues, you don't have more friends to make projects. But this is really a mistake, because you can leave your student branch, you can leave your student chapters, and you should work without borders with your PES friends, IEEE friends from your country for other countries too. The university is only the first step. You have many opportunities after you graduate and become a young professional. And this is of the PES network without borders. After the first PES student chapters, after the first meeting, in the first PES student chapter, we started work without border with 25 countries. The green countries here. This country attends in the first PES student congress, and we create a Facebook group, and we start to make a brainstorm, and later we create WhatsApp groups, and you create a Facebook page too to share projects too. And you have a WhatsApp, we have a Facebook group with the name PES Network Without Borders, and also we have a Facebook page with the name PES Networking Without Border. Later, I'll share this presentation with you, with the committee that organized this event. Also, you can see the recorded video in the YouTube, in the PES Day chapter, in PES Day. The second part is school. Renewable Energy in School, or RES. This project is the first Network Without Border project. This project mission is to teach students in school about alternative ways to generate energy, or renewable energy. This mission was achieved with educational kits. We provide in 2017. You provide educational kit, renewable energy educational kit to 49 PES chapters around the world. You make a call, and the chapters apply to these kits, and you get financial support from member drive initiative that you talk later, how you can get financial support for this PES opportunity too. And this is the idea of a PES network without border. We support with the PES, we support with the renewable energy kits for many countries, and the PES student chapters attend in the Congress, attend in the schools to present and talk about renewable energy. And here you can see some pictures of events held by PES around the world with the Renewable Energy in School project. It's really good to see how you can motivate the future generation to the importance about renewable energy and how you can bring more power to the future. You need to motivate the kids. You need to motivate the new generation. The third point of the presentation is for kids. This is a new project that we'll share for the first time in this presentation, in this webinar. And what is the renewable energy in school for kids? What's the difference? The difference is that in the first project, you provide educational kits, and you have limits of kits and limits of financial support for student PES student chapters. This new project will support all student chapters with this mission. This project mission is to teach the first year kids, students in school, about alternative ways to generate energy with renewable energy. This mission will achieve it with PES Renewable Energy in School coloring book. We create this is the project PES Renewable Energy in School for Kids. This is one project that we started in the PES Day to celebrate and provide more opportunity for students to visit school and share renewable energy topics. And this is a Network Without Border project too. And the idea is we create some designs about renewable energy, and the idea is you share this design in a small book in the PES Day website, and everyone you can download this coloring book and can get this coloring book, print, and visit some school to talk about renewable energy. it can motivate the next generation, and how is important to use renewable energy to make a better world for the future. The second slide, here you can see the book, the idea of the book, and some activities with kids. In these activities, we visit first year school, and you make a presentation for students with some draws. The main idea of a renewable energy school for kids starts because of this picture. This picture is from Costa Rica, in Region 9. Costa Rica visited some school to motivate students. And when I saw with some friends this drawing, we started create this project. We had a work for the past 1 year in this project, and we start now in the PES Day. And what's the main idea? We create the first design, and now you provide this design in the PES Day website, and later we can send your design to, and you add your design in the main book. So in your design, you can include your PES student chapter logo, and so you can create one collaborative PES renewable energy coloring book. The idea is this project is from everyone. This is not only a project for PES Network without borders. It's not a project for PES Day. We start in the PES Day, but the idea is we continue work after PES Day with your PES student chapter, and I really ask for you to send a new design to add your PES student chapter in this amazing project. Can you believe it, that maybe you can help with your student chapter from Pakistan or from Tunisia or from USA or from Australia? You can help with your design people, for example, from Brazil, or people from Panama, or people from everywhere. This is the idea of renewable energy in school for kids. You start work without borders. It's not necessary financial support. We need only people to send design, and you can work and support the next generation. And this is the first design that we will upload in the PES Day website. We upload this, I believe today or tomorrow. We upload before the PES Day, because I know that many PES student chapter and IEEE student branch will visit some school around the world, and the idea is give more support to everyone visit school. It's not necessarily kids, and you can print this as PDF file. You can print, and you can talk about it. For example, wind power for the kids, and later give the kids the drawing to the kids coloring and make fun. You should show for the kids that engineer is not boring, because in the future the kids you learn about the math and the other engineer topic, but before they get a problem with the this topic, they need to love engineer. They should love renewable energy, so you can motivate more students to become engineer in the future. The second draw is about solar power. This is the second draw that we provide in in the PES Day as part of a renewable energy for kids. And you can download, it's free, and you can print and visit the school. And later you can download in the page. Now, only one point. All the question you can ask in the end of the presentation is the last point. You continue, and later you can ask the question. Now I talk about member drive initiative. It's the first support from PES. And in 2018, PES board provide $100,000 for members ask for financial support. Maybe you can ask maybe you can ask for people. Maybe you can ask for PES some financial support to hold one event in your PES student chapter. Forget kits. Forget financial support for your project, your collaborative project in your student or your PES student chapters. And this is the idea. And how you can get this financial support? The selection committee will give preference to projects that contain some or all of these following components. So you should think in one project to ask financial support for PES, and this project should have one or all of this point. Fit of the project to the PES mission. Number of PES member impacted. How many people will impact PES members will impact with your project? This is one point that you should write in the mission. Benefits industry members. If you are thought of your project, you benefits industry member. Humanitarian activity. If your project or your activity will impact the humanitarian, for example, with solar power system or something like that. PES membership recruitment and retention. For example, if you hold one event that can motivate the new members join the PES, or maybe you can create one event to motivate the PES members continue work in the next year and renew the PES membership. Benefits for women members or increasing women membership in PES. This is the other point that you should think about. Public to promote fields of electrical power, energy, and the PES mission. This is some point that you should think before you send the request for financial support. And how much maybe you can ask? There are no minimal award size. For exceptional project, award up to $5,000 can be made. The award and the financial support depends on your request, and if you attend all of the topics, you have the committee to select the project. You have many projects and many requests from different parts of the world, and you should think about the points that I said before you send your project. Only initiatives proposed by PES members, chapters, or committee you consider. If you are only active member, you cannot apply for PES member drive initiative. Only PES members can apply. This is only one part of the PES benefits for you. And I would like to remember you that PS student membership is free with a promotional code. I will share this code later. Financial support must be spent in 2018. It's prohibited you ask financial support in 2018 and expand in the next year. Financial support you not be distributed for travel to conference fees, research, tuition, or indirect costs. You have other financial support for this point. A report includes financial documents, list, and affiliation of participants, photographic evidence is required within 45 days of project complete. You should send the day that you complete the project, and 45 days after you should send the report. And maybe you can ask, it's impossible, it's really difficult. This is one project. The first PES Renewable Energy School that you provide kits was driven by students, by young professionals from Region 1, from Region 8, 9, and 10. It's not impossible. It's not so difficult. You only should apply for the project, and you should write a good proposal, and you should try. The PS would like to support you. You only should write the proposal and send. The next point is EPICs. Empowering students, impact communities. This is IEEE financial support for IEEE student grants. And EPICs in IEEE not only assist community in achieving their specific local community improvement goal, but also encourage students to propose engineer for community improvements as a career. IEEE financial support from we provide financial support from $1,000 to $10,000 for project related to school. So maybe you can write some project to EPICs and with your friends and with your student brands and send this project for IEEE to get financial support. This is IEEE benefit for students. The EPICs in IEEE empower students to work with local service organization. And with EPICs, apply technical knowledge to implement solutions for communities. Unique challenge. The EPICs in IEEE program connect engineers with community service in 4 categories of community improvement efforts: access and abilities, education, environment, and human service. You can have more information in this link, epics.ieee.org. And here is the map of EPICS project around the world. Have some project, EPIC project. You have a project in Pakistan too. Now we will start to talk about financial support for humanitarian activities with SITE, Humanitarian Activities Committee. This is one group of interest free, and Humanitarian Activity Committee. The IEEE Humanitarian Activity Committee provides funds to support local IEEE volunteers, identify community challenges, and provide solutions locally. The fund limit is from $2,000 to $100,000. And maybe you can apply this project with your university advisor and with your section, with your student friend, IEEE friends, PS friends, to implement one humanitarian activity. And you have some information here in this link. The second humanitarian project that maybe you can ask financial support is with site project. This is a special interest group on humanitarian technology program is a network of IEEE volunteers around the globe that partner with underserved community and local organizations to technology for sustainable development. The fund limit is from $500 to almost $20,000. And this is the link. This is the link for more information. Maybe you can access later. The next is, I believe it's a really great financial support is IEEE Foundation. The IEEE have one foundation. This is IEEE Foundation that support all activities around the world, all scholarships, everything is from this foundation. All the IEEE money that maybe you pay your membership later go to IEEE Foundation. It's like a bank that support members in the future, today and in the future. Every year we have a call for projects. This is a really big project. And this is the biggest foundation and biggest IEEE financial support. IEEE Foundation invites grants application exclusive from IEEE organization unit for projects that address the predefined theme identified by IEEE Foundation for each year. For 2018, the IEEE Foundation Grant Program will invest approximately $304,000 to raise awareness and understanding of the technology and its impact on society. So, IEEE provide $300,000 to members send projects to support the humanity and development and the advance of the technology. The fund range is from $5,000 to $100,000. Maybe you can apply. This is a really big project. Maybe you can apply to implement a big project in your state or in your country with senior member, with students, with everyone. The fund is open. The IEEE members only should apply, and only a few people know about that. This is the point that I said that IEEE have many benefits, and only a few people know about all the benefits. The duration of the project is 1 year, and the deadline for 2018 is 30th of July. And in this link you can know more information. The next, now you start to talk about scholarship. This is the other point that I asked in the beginning. Maybe you can, your dreams get a scholarship to study in other country, and you have many scholarships. And you talk about PES Scholarship Plus initiative now. This is one PES benefits for PES members and PES students And this project started in 2011. And the goal of this project is preparing the next generation of power and energy engineers. The scholarship for undergraduate only in electrical engineer degrees in the US, Canada, Puerto Rico, and India. If you are an undergraduate student in electrical engineer or consider it, you may be eligible to scholarship money and real world experience in one of the most rewarding and future-facing career for young graduates. The goal of the PES Scholarship Plus initiative is to encourage undergraduate students to propose career in power and energy engineering. You have this site, maybe you can access later. And the funds are paid direct to the university to defray education costs. Scholarship recipients will receive the following amounts, assuming continued qualification. And the PS provides $2,000 for each of the first 2 years, and $3,000 for the third year students. And this is some picture of students that get scholarship. And also you have the same scholarship that started last year. The scholarship started in the USA, in Canada, and now the Scholarship Plus initiative started opening in the other country. For example, in India, this is the scholarship award to Indian students that provide a scholarship for students undergraduate students and university. Now you start talking about student program. Like I said, maybe you have a dream to attending one congress, student congress, or maybe one professional congress. In this week, you hold on the Transmission and Distribution Congress in the USA, and you have financial support for students in this congress too. But only few people know too, because you have all this information is in our IEEE websites and PES website, but maybe it's hard to find. And I'll show some programs for you. This is one example. This is why I started in IEEE, no, in PES. I get student support. I attended the student support program in 2010. This is the year that I attended Transmission and Distribution Conference, TNG, in New Orleans, USA. I get free support, hotel support, and I presented my scientific research, my poster, about my research in this congress. This was the first time that I traveled abroad. Also, it was the first time that I presented in English my scientific research. It was the first time that I increased my network with IEEE friends and peer friends from the other countries, because this financial support and because this PS support, it's really funny. But I created my Facebook because of this activity, and like you can see in this picture, IEEE is to become fun. It to create friends and create friends from different countries too. And now I talk about PES student travel support. for different congress. For example, in the first PES Student Congress in Turkey, the PES provides student travel support, flight ticket, registration congress, and everything to the PES student members, PES student members from PES student chapters attending in the first PES Student Congress. This is the global congress for students. This is really important. This is for all students, but you should have one PES student chapter in your IEEE student branch. If you don't have a PES student chapter in your student branch, you cannot apply for travel support, for travel support. This student congress happens every 2 years. And it's a really amazing opportunity for your life. I attended this congress here. You can see I'm here. And these events happen every 2 years. These events happen in 2014, 2016, and you happen in 2018 too. This was the second PES Student Congress that PES provides financial support for students too. This happened in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and we have more or less 69 students from different universities, one representative from each university. I'm here. I attended this congress too. And in this picture, you can see amazing opportunity with amazing picture with different flags. This is the goal of IEEE, and this is the goal of PES Network.org. You live in different countries, but with internet, with IEEE, you can make friends and you can make projects without borders. This picture shows flags from Pakistan, Tunisia, Colombia, Malaysia, India, here, Jordan, Bosnia, Colombia, Turkey, and many other ones. And we have students from everywhere. This is opportunity for life. It's not for only for your degree. And maybe you can ask, I missed this opportunity, but now you cannot miss this opportunity. Now you have an open call for student travel support request application in this link. And also you can access the Facebook, it's the same name of the Congress. And this Congress will happen in Brazil. I'm talking from Brazil. I'm part of the committee of the Congress. And these events will happen in the UFABC, Federal University of ABC. And will happen in August 25, from 25 to 27 of August. And like I said, if you don't have a PES Student Chapter in your university yet, I believe that you should apply and send a proposal to create your PES Student Chapter. You show everything that is necessary for opening your student chapter, and maybe you can get scholarship. It's not a scholarship for everyone. You need to apply and write a good proposal, say all your volunteer work, but it's open. And it's open until the end of PES Day celebration, April 3rd. So I would like to motivate you to apply, and I would like to motivate you open your PES Student Chapter before this date. Now I talk about PES More Power to the Future vision. This is the really important point. This is the one of the goal of the PES Day too. The PES initiative are catalyzed to operate the grid and to research, develop, and deploy new technology necessary to address grid complexity. This is the idea of more power to the future. More Power to the Future provide education for PS members, provide new technology, uh, provide course, online webinars, and everything. Provide more power to the future. And More Power to the Future vision have 5 pillars. The first pillar is student leadership. The second one, education, the future workforce. The third one is industrial activity trends. The fourth one is participating in the regulatory initiative. And the last one is advancing global participation, like PES Network platforms. You should work with all the content together to provide more power to the future. And you can have more information in this link, the PES official website. And now I talk about I don't know if you know, in April month you are celebrating PS Day, the first PS Day in the history. I'll talk about this PS Day overview. PS Power and Energy Society provide the world's largest forum for sharing the latest in technological development in electrical power industry. This really important point of both power and energy society. And why PS Day? In April 22, in 2019, the Power Engineer Society changed its name to Power and Energy Society after a final vote from PS membership. In 2018, the former PS President Van der Wider made this announcement at the PS TND, Transmission and Distribution Conference in Chicago. This is the same congress that happened in this week. This is the week that 10 years ago changed the direction of the oldest PS society. This is the region that you celebrate PS Day, the first PS Day in the history. You should celebrate the great PS history with IEEE members, PS members, and you should share the 5 pillars of more power to the future. This is the 10 of the PS Day. This is the 5 PS pillars of more power, like I said before. And the goal of PS Day is to engage PS volunteers with the PS history and PS more power to the future pillars. And what is PS Day? The PS Day theme is more power to the future. And we will have online course with continual young professional education program, technical webinars, PS Day contests, and local activities. Like these activities that you heard now, this activity was organized by 3 IEEE student brands and 2 PS Day ambassador, 1 PS Day section ambassador and 1 PS student chapter student ambassador, PS Day student branch. With PS student chapter, PS professional chapter, PS Day ambassador, PS young professional, and PS member volunteers around the world. And what is the, we will celebrate PS Day in the whole month, April month. Like you are holding now one event in 19th of April. For the special date to celebrate PS Day is 22 of April. This is the biggest celebration. We have so many activities around the world. Maybe you can hold on one activity in your university in the next weekend. And we have your website to more information too. The PS logo, the PS Day logo, In the PES logo, you have a tower to represent the number 1 and a global to represent the number 0. The PES logo represents 10 years of the PES name change. Finally, the PES Day theme is right on the bottom of the PES Day logo. This is the PES Day logo. With a tower, number 1, with a global, number 0, and 10 years of new name of PES Student Chapter of the PES Society. And like I said, we hold on webinars, technical webinars. You can access more information on the website. You have open call until April 20th in the website too, in the Facebook page too, to continue education program. We provide one online course with about OpenGCC software. This is free for everyone. This is free for PES members. This is free for IEEE members. This is free for people that don't know IEEE yet. You should share with your friends. This is the first contact maybe many people you have with PES benefits and IEEE benefits too. And also you have a PES Day local events across the world and PES Day contests that you publish in the website in the next days too. Now you talk about PES Young Professional and PES Women Power. Firstly, we'll talk about PES Women Power. In this website, Women Power is like a women engineer with focus in power energy. This is a specific group to women, and this is not for women. This is to empower women. I talk about the idea. The PES Women Power promotes diverse leadership by supporting job growth, professional network, and women education in energy industry. The WIP goal is not only to increase the number of women in the energy sector, but also to encourage women to acquire leadership position around the world. And what kind of activity you have from Women in Power? The first activities is activity in school. Like I said, that now you have a renewable energy in school, but we have the honor, they have also you have the Women in Power activity in school. Here is some pictures from Panama that women students and members, women power members, visit the school to motivate women to become engineers. Also, we have support to IEEE student brands. Here are some talks of women power in student brands. Also, we have technical events across the world, webinars, Congress panel. Also, we have Congress. Almost every Congress, we have one women power activities. Like in this picture in the last general meeting in the US. In the last year, we had the first Women Power Congress. This Congress was held on in Delhi, India. This is the picture. And this is really important. This group is not only for women. Our IEEE and PES can benefits with PES Women Power support for professional development, and everyone is invited to join us. Now I will talk about the young professional. I believe that most of you know about young professional. But like Women Power, PES give you a really special focus for PES members. And because that's we have young professional to power and society too. And we have specific activities for this group. For example, we have the continuing education program. This is a new project that started. We have 2 editions in Brazil, and we have the local edition. With the first was held on in the last July of 2016. The title of the online the continuing education program was Energy Market and Energy Trend. The course with 4 sessions and 20 hours in Region 9 in the Federal University of ABC. However, now in the PS Day, we start help everyone. You have not only local activity, you have online course to provide free online course for everyone, not only for IEEE members, not only for PS members, and you have Open GCC online course, and then you have 4 sessions. The first one is introduction, Open GCC. Second one is Open GCC graph user interface. The third one is parallel process with OpenGCC, and the last one is case study. We start in the next weekend, and we're having the Facebook, yes, the Facebook registration in the website too. However, the registration is the deadline for registration is April 20. Also, we have a contest, PS Young Professional contest, self-contest, and you can have more information in this link. In this contest, you should visit one of the 177 milestone IEEE history point, and maybe you can get your Apple Watch as our award. And what you should do? You should take a selfie with some point, IEEE historic point, post in the Twitter and Facebook too. You have all the rulers and information about the contest in this link. And also you hold on events with technical events with PES chapters and PES chapters too. This is only one example of one young professional events in US with PES professional chapter. Maybe you can hold on events with PES young professional and in your student branch too, PES chapter 2. Now you almost end. You start to talk about PES Congress. The first PES student chapter Congress in Turkey, like I said. This Congress covered technical lectures, technical and history field trips. The Congress had gala dinner and multicultural night with 40 students from 22 countries and 6 speakers from 5 countries. Here are some pictures. From IEEE, PES Student Congress. I'm here, try create PES with my friends. And also we have a presentation in the first PES chapter. And the first idea of a PES Day happened in this presentation. You make activity with different students. And the group that I attend in this presentation make a proposal of the first proposal of a PES Day with webinars and local activities. However, this idea started in 2014, and you didn't continue because you didn't have a social history to follow. However, in 2016 and 2017, we have the first Power and Energy Day. It's not PES Day, but it's almost the same. These events happen for 2 years in IEEE Bahia section in Brazil, in the IEEE Unifax student branch, and PES Unifax student chapter 2. And after that, we start the idea to create the PES Day, Global PES Day. And we have many friends that help us and to help you and promote PES Day too. You have, in the PES team, you have 27 people from 19 IEEE section, and also you have 331 PES Day ambassador across the world from 48 countries. So we have many people, many PES volunteers that work together without borders to create the first PES Day in the history. Also, we have the technical lectures, poster session, gala dinner, and workshop, like I said. You make a activity with different students. And in this workshop that starts the first idea of PES Day. Also, we have the second PES Student Congress that's happening in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, from August 14 to 18 in the last 2016. And we have PES provide financial support for students. We have the technical and non-technical field trips. The events increase. We had 69 students from 20 different countries and 10 speakers from 5 countries. You had a gala dinner and multicultural night. This is pictures of an official photo of a second PES Student Congress, multicultural night. This is Frank Lambert. The next PES Share 2019, I believe, or 2020. This is some students in the second PES Student Congress. Multicultural night, photo with students from different countries. Poster session, too. All the students that attend the PES Student Congress should present posters. Benefits for students. Expand professional network. New technology acknowledgement. Technical and non-technical field trips. Change to meet new people, see different traditional cultures, sharing activities between different PES student chapters, career advance, new ideas and networking, new friendship, world without borders, and a lot of fun. It's really important too. Also, we had PES Student Congress in 2017, USA and Canada. This is official photo. And this is the opportunity to you now. You have an open call. This is the Facebook of the third PES Student Congress. Maybe I really hope to meet you in Brazil, in my city next year. I don't know if you know, I'm talking from Brazil. Now I started this presentation 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. To support you all, to share my knowledge and share PES benefits. Now it's almost 6 a.m. and 8 years of difference of time zone, but you should work without borders. And I believe that if you work together, you can make a better world. And this is the PES Student Travel Support Request application. The application is open. The deadline is April 30. This is the link for registration. The last point, how to create PES chapters to get benefits, benefits to attend the Congress, to get benefits to apply to the project, to get benefits to everything. 6 steps to create your new PES student chapter. It's really easy. First, here you are, 6 students, not more 6 students with you, IEEE students. After that, you can get free PES student membership for these students. If you are missing, this is the promotional codes. Like I said, you can have all the information here. You can see the promo. If you are IEEE member, you can only use this promotional code to get to join the PES today, or this other one if you're not IEEE member. You should join the IEEE and later use this promotional code for PES. It's free. If you are IEEE member, join today and get these benefits for your life. Later, you should find one IEEE member as faculty advisor. These members should be PES members and IEEE members too. Later, you should send the online request to open your new PES student chapter. This is the link with the tutorial to send the request. And wait 1 or 2 weeks, more or less, and get your PES student chapter approved. And then, welcome to Global PES family, with all benefits that I said, with travel support for Congress, with financial support for your doing projects, with a scholarship for your degree in the other country, with amazing networking, with PES network without other project, with everything, with women empowering young professionals, and we are only one to make we are working together to make a better world. Join us. And now I talk about PES around the world. Only overview. We have a PES locator, and here is all universities that have PES student chapters around the world. We have so many in Pakistan here. If you don't have PES student chapter, maybe you can apply. It's really easy. Only 6 steps. Only 1 or 2 weeks. And support benefits, startup fund. When you open your PES chapter, you can get $200 to start your project. This is for all new PES student chapters. You have high performance student chapters with online report in the end of the year. You can get from $200 to $500 every year, depends on your activities. Also, we have high performance chapter for the best PES student chapter activities with $1,000 each year. This is every year. And PS Student Chapter Congress too, with travel support, like I said. PS support for travel and registration fees for one student from IEEE PES Student Chapters. This is PS benefits too. Other benefits, this link, student competition, membership drive initiative, PS scholarship plus initiative, like I said. But the last point is technical committee and research center. Have many technical committee that maybe in the future and this committee make new rulers for the industry and different, for example, in wind and solar power, in smart grid, and all activities. And you have the research center. Research center is like a online library with all online courses, with all webinars, with all online materials, with everything for PS members. And this is only for PS members. Like in the PS Young Professional Online course, it's free for everyone, but if you want, or if you miss one online course, only PS member you can see in the research center. This is really good benefits for PS members. And now I would like to say thank you for these amazing volunteers that you have this event, because these 5 guys from the 3 IEEE student grants. I really appreciate your work, my friends. It's the first time in the history that I make, and I saw one webinar for 3 student branch, and in the same time, this is really amazing opportunity. I like it a lot, your invitation to share more opportunity for PS members. I really hope that the other 2 student branches that don't have PS student chapter yet, that open the next days and the next week and get the benefits for. And if you want everything that you want, or every question that you have before, we will open later for question for your 3 branch. I'm here for support you, and PS family, and PS is here to support members and work with Dot Border to make a better world for the future and bringing more power to the future. We appreciate your work. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, guys. Special thank you for Abdullah Hal, the section ambassador, and Farik Hamir, PSA student ambassador. Thank you, Nadir from UCT EUB student. Thank you, Ahmad from UCT BZU student branch. Thank you, Lafitte from KFUETR Epsilon K student branch. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your attention. And I hope now you open for question, and you finish the live transmission. And I would like to remember you, and I hope to meet you, and I hope you hold events and attend local events in your IEEE branch or IEEE section, and let's go make an amazing, happy PES Day with all PES members and PES family across the world. Thank you, everyone, and let's go work together to bring more power to the future.